Hello, world. This is Gamer Bullshit. My name is Jacob, and with me here is Austin. And pretty much this podcast is just two guys talking about a bunch of gaming and a whole bunch of other nonsense you don't even care about. Uh, Tonight's gonna be a little different. Just gonna be a little bit shorter. We're not in exactly, I don't know if say in the best moods, but just not. I don't know. How would you describe it, Austin?
Yeah, forgive us. One, he's got to go to work early in the morning, and I've had a frustrating night, so I apologize if I seem to be short tonight. But we really are confused on what to talk about tonight. We had some ideas from last week, but this week we're like, we're not in the mood to talk about those things.
It just didn't gel because I literally had to work 9 days straight, and then I was off yesterday and today, and now I got to go back to work in the morning, and it's just not one of those kind of days where you can just like talk about whatever. So
Exactly.
I
So
mean,
none of us want to talk for an hour here. You probably don't want to
exactly,
even listen to us for an hour.
exactly. They're like, who are these guys? It's just like talking for an hour. They think this is a big shot, and I'm just aw.
But we have a few topics here. Sadly, no offense to Jacob, I probably have a little bit more information than he does, but on these topics. But that's all good. We can get his opinion after I, spill all the beans.
Why would you spill beans? Beans are delicious.
Because if they're not black beans, then they're not delicious.
But what if they're baked beans or green beans?
No. Okay, green beans, yes.
Okay, good. I
Green
don't have to
beans,
punch you
yes.
in the face later.
Well, green beans are fucking amazing. I love green beans. It's like one of my favorite vegetables.
Wait, green beans are a vegetable?
I thought beans were a vegetable. Or are they a protein? No. I
Uh,
think green beans are a vegetable, but beans are a protein. Like,
Everything I've known in my life is a lie. Wow.
anyway,
All right, so what's on the agenda tonight, my good sir?
well, I think you should discuss this with our listeners. You saw Jurassic World, the movie, last night, and you've been playing Lego Jurassic World all day today on your PS4. So I think you should go into a little detail about that.
Well, okay. Yes, it is true. I went and seen Jurassic World last night with another friend of mine and my cousin, who is about 15 years old, but he is a pretty cool cat. But anyway, I'll say this. There are some people that love Park, and then there are people who really like Jurassic Park 2, and there are people that don't like Jurassic Park 2, and then there are people who hate Jurassic Park 3, which is pretty much every single person out there if you have a single brain cell in your body.
What's a
Dress
brain?
brains was so fat.
I like Jurassic Park 3. What are you talking about?
The Spinosaurus is totally.
I think the
If you
movie
own
needed more explosions, though.
Michael Bay. Um, but Jurassic World is definitely, probably, arguably what a sequel to Jurassic Park from the get-go should have been. It was a direct sequel pretty much to the first Jurassic Park, whereas Jurassic Park 2, Lost World, was more on a different island, but it had a like similar, like it had Ian Malcolm from the first one. But pretty much, I mean, honestly, if I had a complaint about it, it was some of the characters were a little bland, but as the movie progressed and more stuff started happening, I actually started to care for them more. I'll tell you what, the special effects are blowing. Some people are gonna say, "Oh, there's not enough practical dinosaurs like in the original." It's like, dude, shut up. First off, there actually is some practical like animatronic dinosaur shots in this movie, and they look great. And second off, with all the dinosaurs that are doing and everything in this movie, it has to be CG, and it's done really effectively.
Well, what
And
kills me about people with CG is that, I actually don't mind CG because for me, it helps with my imagination because I think it makes it more believable for me if it's animated like that, because then it's like, oh, that's what it could look like. Where an animatronic or whatever, sometimes in some scenes look really bad, like really fake and noticeable, and then it doesn't seem as realistic.
well,
Like you can tell it's a robot, and that bothers me.
yeah, to retort to that, before we went to go see Jurassic World, my cousin had never seen 2 or 3. I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to show you 3 because I love you too much as a cousin, but I will show you Jurassic Park 2 because I actually really enjoy that movie. He said he thought it was really good, and I was like, oh, thank you, you're my cousin, I agree with you because you're smart. Then we went to see Jurassic World, and then after we saw Jurassic World, we went in at the 9 o'clock showing before midnight. So I was like, yeah. So we wasn't even out that late. We got home before midnight. And then he's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, I don't know. It's like, do you want to watch Jurassic Park? I'm like, yeah. So we watched it. And he fell asleep. We were both kind of tired. He fell asleep before I did. But I fell asleep right before like right after the Jurassic Park conflict. And there's a lot of close-ups of the animatronic T-Rex in that. And I'll tell you one thing, that was shot really well, and it looks real. Even in the CGI shots, which came out 22 years ago, it looks fantastic. But Jurassic World, I say it's a must see. If you're a fan of Jurassic Park, you got to go see it. It's a great movie. It has some really effective. I wouldn't say scares, but it's got some really like creepy. It's got a good tone.
Good
Uh,
suspense.
yeah, very good suspense. It has a lot of good parallels and homages to the original Jurassic Park, and the way it handles the raptors with the rank, like the almost like taming of, it does it very well, and it does it exactly how I thought it was, which is not going to be so much like, oh, he's just controlling them. It's more of a respect thing, like they say in the trailers, where if you're not going to respect the animal, it's just going to attack you and it's going to eat you. And spoiler alert, the raptors may possibly go rogue. You never know. But the Indominus Rex, that thing is awesome. Like there's quite a bit of surprises that I didn't know about, and I'm a huge movie dude, and I look up a whole lot of stuff. There was a couple things that caught me off guard that it does, and I'm like, what? So, it's a very good movie, and I've been playing Lego Jurassic World all day. I'm actually on the Lost World part right now. I did 1, and then I did 4, and I'm doing Lost World, and I might do 3 tonight. I don't know. I got to go to bed soon probably, but that's whatever. But I'm really enjoying the game. It's a lot of fun. It's really quirky. It's stories that I love, and yeah, I recommend you go see it, man. Whether you rent it, theaters, whatever.
And the game, like you said, like we were talking about earlier, is it has that Lego quirkiness, the Lego humor.
Yes, yes. The Lego humor is great because like for one thing, people, if you don't know, you could be dinosaurs in this game. Like you actually have opportunity to be dinosaurs, and that is quite fun. And there's also lots of like very just funny moments that like raptors will do or the T-Rex will do or whatever. It just depends on the situation, and it's got some really like funny just really good ways of making the game like with puzzles and how you do things, and I don't know, it's just a lot of fun. Like I want you to come over here and play it with me.
Well, honestly, after you told me some things about it, it kind of makes me want to play it because I liked some of the Lego games. Like I played the Lego Star Wars games and I thought they were a lot of fun just because they're easy to play, but they have this nice humor and like inviting feeling to them.
Yeah,
They're very welcoming, and then when you play them, they're just enjoyable to play.
they're fun. They're nice, relaxing games.
So, like when you were just describing the Jurassic Park, the Lego Jurassic Park games, I was like, okay, the more he talks about this, the more I want to play as a dinosaur.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, I want to be a T-Rex. Yeah.
Exactly. I can't remember if I've been a T-Rex, but I
Oh,
can't
and
remember.
listeners, by the way, if you're on PC, Lego Jurassic Park or whatever it's being called right now is actually $30 right now on Steam instead of its normal 40 because of the Steam summer sale.
So yeah, you PC gamers that
Yeah.
love Legos, there
You
you
wanna
go.
you wanna
Get a brand new
save,
game for
you wanna
$30.
save, $10. Okay, there you go. Or you can just go with the early access game Lego Worlds and just build a dinosaur.
Yeah, but it won't be the same because it's not Jurassic Park dinosaur.
Yeah, okay.
Boom, I win. What up?
Whatever.
But no, that's pretty much how I feel. I feel like you'll really like the movie. I think you'll really enjoy the game. You'll think it's fun. Um, and everybody who's listening to me, if you think I'm crazy, you're like, oh, Jacob, you're so stupid. How could you think that movie would any good? Shut up. It's my opinion.
Well, that's all a podcast is.
I know, exactly. It's like, who
It's
are we?
just one giant opinion of the people it consists of.
Exactly. It's just like assholes. Everyone's got one.
Yep. And we're an asshole. We're two different assholes. That's what we are.
From different bodies, yes.
Yes, please, different bodies for the love of God.
Yes, I do not know. No.
E3's coming up.
What's
Do you even know the schedule? No, you don't
No.
because you haven't been paying attention.
I'm
You should
sorry
be
that
ashamed.
I've been working. I'm sorry. I actually have to work. It's
I
just
had to work too. At least I still pay attention.
well, it's no, it's
No, it's not an
no.
excuse. No, no.
You get your
I,
weekends off. Shush.
Actually, I don't get my weekends off. It's just lately I have been.
Oh,
Anyway,
I don't get my weekends off, but only lately I have.
good news and bad news.
Okay.
The good news is it starts Sunday. Actually, actually technically it started yesterday with Oculus Rift's conference. Just a little tidbit of information for you. Oculus Rift has announced a partnership with Microsoft, and so now you will be able to stream Xbox One games to the Oculus Rift, according to Microsoft, I think. And when you buy an Oculus Rift, it comes with an Xbox One controller. So okay, you may be thinking that's an odd move by Microsoft, but I actually think it's a good move by Microsoft because what they were doing before was called HoloLens, and they're still doing that, but that was augmented reality. They did not have virtual reality. Well, Sony has been doing the Project Morpheus thing and jumped on the whole virtual reality boat like everyone else is doing. So I think this is actually a good thing for Microsoft because it gives them that competitive space with the virtual reality. Yes, Oculus Rift is their own company or owned by Facebook or whatever, but it helps Microsoft in the gaming section when you compare it to Sony because they have their own virtual reality headset they're working on. Yeah. So I think that's good. I thought it was a good move for Microsoft to actually, do a partnership with them.
Yeah, and now they just need to create games that are actually intriguing and could actually work well with the Oculus Rift and actually do something meaningful, and then maybe it might actually be worth it.
What's interesting is Insomniac Games, which we're going to talk about later, who are making the new the retelling of Ratchet and Clank on the PS4, which looks beautiful, by the way. They're actually making and I don't get this, they're making an exclusive game for the Oculus Rift. And it's only going to be on the Oculus Rift. Are you getting paid a lot of money to do this, or do you really have that much faith in virtual reality? Because I don't. I think virtual reality is a gimmick.
Yeah, same here. That's like the 3D in the movies, Me and my cousin and my bud were like,
yeah, like the 3D Blu-rays, they're such a waste of money.
It's like, do we want to see this in 3D? And I'm sure there are some effective 3Ds, but frankly, I find it. I wish I could just watch. Like, if the 3D could actually work without any kind of helmet or wow, I can't talk today. Headgear. I wear whatever. I feel like it'd be a whole lot better. But it'll never happen like that unless the Traveler. But
the Traveler will give us 3D vision.
No, that's not a good thing. But, I just feel like it's a straight up gimmick. I'm sure it probably would have been cool to see that movie in 3D. But frankly, I feel like it almost kind of takes you out of it almost because you're more focused on the 3D than the actual storytelling and the plot and everything. But that's just my personal opinion.
Well, I've always thought that 3D effects sucked anyway. They never really, used the full potential of 3D. It's wow, I watched that entire movie and nothing... only one thing came to my face, and that's it. Other than that, it was just the screen popping out, the characters and the scenes popping out of the screen. Big whoop-de-doo.
I thought you liked it when things came at your face.
No, that's perverse and disgusting.
And that just got us a parental advisory on iTunes.
Yeah, way to go.
Oh well, I'm sorry. I'm getting attacked by a raptor right now because I'm playing Lego Jurassic World still while doing the podcast because that's called multitasking.
Well, okay, we went off subject there. Anyway, E3 basically started Thursday with the whole Oculus Rift thing, but this Sunday is Bethesda's press conference, and I'm really excited to see that because I want to know what they have up their sleeves. Because I know Fallout 4 is coming. I'm hoping they show actual gameplay. If not, I hope we see something else other than just a trailer that they've already revealed. I'm sure they've got some other tricks up their sleeves, like with Doom 4, and people are hoping they're gonna announce a Dishonored 2.
I am actually kind of wanting that a little bit.
Yeah, so that starts this Sunday. In Eastern time, it'll be 10 p.m., but it's 7 p.m. Pacific time, so...
Naturally, time zones and all that.
So hopefully, if you're working early Sunday, you'll be able to see it. Um,
Actually, I might be off on Sundays, so.
oh, okay. Well, then that's even better. And then the bad news is though about E3 for you is that it begins Monday
Ah,
and it's going to be all day.
ah.
And if I remember correctly, I don't know if you care about seeing the big two, as in Microsoft and Sony, but Microsoft starts at 12:30 Eastern time, I
Mm.
think, because I think if I remember correctly the schedule, I think 9:30 Pacific time is when Microsoft goes on the stage, which technically would be 12:30 our time.
Ah.
And then Sony doesn't go on stage until 6 p.m. Pacific time, which is 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Oh, okay.
So I'm off Monday, so I will definitely. Greg's off Monday too. I may go over to Greg's, and we're thinking about watching E3 together all day because
Oh, you get a little bro date going on.
yeah, we got a bro date going on. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And for our listeners, Greg's one of our friends. If you couldn't tell, just
And
pointing it out there.
hopefully we can try to get him on here if our schedules ever completely.
Yes, we would like to bring him on the show. I think he would really enjoy it, and I think you guys would get a kick out of the humorous
Oh
activities.
gosh, you probably
We
get
do.
offended. You probably
Yeah,
get
you might get
offended
offended, but oh well. I actually,
by it. Seriously.
but yeah. So Monday, I'm hoping to hang out with Greg and watch E3 with him because we really want to see what Microsoft and Sony have up their sleeves. I don't really care about what EA and Ubisoft are doing, but I'm really curious to know. Microsoft is saying they're going to focus on first-party titles this year, and Sony has like nothing for first-party this year. So I'm like, well, Sony, are you gonna depend on the third-party developers this year again, or are you gonna change the focus to your virtual reality or your streaming
VR.
services or something stupid that the hardcore
VR.
gamers don't want?
Exactly.
I don't know. I mean,
I,
I love my PS4, but I'm just hoping those first-party titles, even though I'm not a big first-party guy, but just in general for people who are, I gotta have exclusives. I want Sony to get these first-party titles out. I do.
yeah.
Because not only do I feel like the PS4 needs them, because if they don't get them, they're gonna lose the momentum they have. They will.
Yeah.
It will come and bite them in the ass. Like, yeah, we created an awesome gaming machine, but we don't have any games for it. What the fuck? What the actual fuck, Sony? Like, Microsoft got away with that at the end of the 360's life cycle, not the beginning. And you're doing it at the beginning. Like, come on. I know all of your first-party developers just got done making the games for the PS3, but come on.
Wait, what was that? Come on? What?
You are so perverted.
No, I'm just making sure I heard you correctly. You said you wanted to come on, right?
No, I did not. I said I wanted to punch you in the teeth.
Good. You might fix them because they're crooked as a. I don't even know.
I'm gonna do you a favor.
Good. About time you did something.
Because that's what best friends are for. Favors.
Oh, yeah. We sound like we're totally gay right now.
I don't care. Yeah.
Good. I don't either. Friendship.
Friendship forever.
Yeah.
Uh,
I just took really weird steps there, but who cares?
I'm just gonna turn this off now.
No, don't do that.
Shutting down computer. Yes,
Uh,
I see.
Sorry.
And then Tuesday, Nintendo is supposed to do their whole thing, and Square Enix, for anyone who's interested in what Square Enix is going to do.
Oh, they're doing a Deus Ex. I can tell you right now.
Oh yeah, I heard that is going to show this year.
Yes, and I'm actually rather excited for that because I kind of, even though I thought it was way crazy difficult, I enjoyed Ex Machina on the 360.
I never played it, so
It's hard as crap, man. I'll tell you that.
But yeah, that's the E3 schedule for all you listeners who have not been paying attention.
Like me.
But I'm really excited. I love E3. It's like Christmas not Christmas. It's like a hype train for 3 days that gets me excited to see what's in the future because, I love gaming. So it's awesome. I love it, and I just hope this year it's good for everyone. I know there's going to be all the same people who bitch and complain every year, but I really do hope that there's a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
Because last year I don't think was that great.
No.
Because I actually watched last year, and I didn't think, to be honest with you, I didn't think it was that great. Like, it was a bunch of it was a bunch of this stuff that just, it's like, that's way too far out. Like, why are you showing us this? Like, I don't care. Like, I think the best things that they ever announced at E3 last year was, like, the Halo Master Chief Collection, because, it was all 4 games in one package, and hell, I don't even remember what Sony did, to be honest with you.
Me either.
Oh yeah, they killed the Vita. I mean, no, they.
Wasn't that already dead before it was released?
Yeah, it
Oh.
was dead. I'm a Vita owner, guys, and I'm not happy that we don't have a lot of games. I mean, we have a lot of games for it, but we don't have the type of games we want on it. So I feel your pain and suffering. I love my Vita for how great of a handheld it is. Its power, its features, it's wonderful. I just wish developers would make games for it because it's a great handheld, but they won't because it doesn't make enough, money. It can't make enough profit for the developers because the Vita is a niche audience. So, I mean, it's great because we keep getting JRPGs on it, but I sometimes don't want to play a JRPG because they take fucking 50 or more hours to beat. And I don't want to play a game for 50 hours to beat it, so... Especially on a handheld, no offense.
Even though you're on your handheld more than you're on your PlayStation now?
No, actually, I've been playing more PlayStation than my Vita.
Oh.
Yeah, it's switched now. Now since I've beaten Persona 3 on my Vita, I've switched back to PS4 because I've been playing Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin.
Ah.
Yes. And after I beat Dark Souls 2, I am hoping to finally... play some other online games like Grand Theft Auto again online and just lollygag and have fun. Especially with the new update, which has been out since Wednesday? Yes.
Yeah, sounds about right, but I didn't get to use it yet.
I haven't checked it all out yet, but the new car, I don't have enough money to buy it. It's almost $2 million. It looks flipping awesome. There's an entire golden plane now you can buy in an entire, which is $10 million, by the way. And then there's an entire golden helicopter. You can put engravings on your guns now. There's more accessories for your characters, and I can't think of anything else. But this update is only part 1 of the update. It's called the Ill-Gotten Gains update, and it's part 1. So I'm assuming since it says part 1, there will be a part 2. Don't know when that's even supposed to come out, though. But yes, hoping that to get back on some Grand Theft Auto Online with you and lollygag and dick around.
Oh yeah.
Because that's probably the one of the multiplayer games I enjoy most right now, just because it's fun. I don't have to be too serious.
Yeah.
Because I'm at that point
serious.
now where don't get me wrong, I would like to play. I like playing multiplayer, and having a challenge from other people, being competitive. But I'm to the point now where I'd rather play single player in online co-op with my friends than fight other people by myself. Like, that just gets boring after a half hour to me anymore.
Yeah.
And most of my friends don't have the time to do online multiplayer, so that's how I have fun. I have fun playing with my friends, because, you know that. And if my friends don't have time to play online multiplayer, well, then it's not as much fun.
Exactly.
But,
oh, yeah, I agree with that on that. It's, that's the only reason why I get online is because of my friends.
Yeah. I mean, and plus when you get online, you usually get more benefits like the updates for the games if there's a broken feature on it or something. But,
yeah.
I mean, to actually get online and play a game online it's for my friends. It's not so much for me anymore.
Yeah, I don't like meeting new people. I'm very, very shy.
I know. I don't know why. I guess I went deep into a shell the older I got, but I just can't talk to. It's hard for me to talk to people online anymore. I know it was out in public, it was like that, but now it's even with gaming. I don't know what. I guess it's because the gaming community. It just seems like now if you try talking, you get either, I wouldn't say criticized, but you just get stupid trolls and bullshit for nothing.
Yeah, it's
for nothing. They start shit for nothing, and it's just dude, what happened to being a decent human being? Oh, wait, that's right. You don't know how to be a decent human being because with gaming there are no consequences.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a subject for another day. But
Yes.
that's a very hard, um, I guess situation or
Yeah.
to deal with. I mean, you know what I mean? Like it's a
Hmm.
very very hard, strange, and awkward place.
Like my crotch.
Well, I don't need to know that.
Oh, maybe the listeners wanted to. Wink,
Oh,
wink, nudge, nudge. Just kidding.
hint hint. Fuck fuck.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You said that. I didn't.
This podcast tonight, I swear it's probably a boring one. I apologize, guys. I really
Yeah,
do.
I think it's probably boring and it's vulgar, like really vulgar.
It
It's
is
definitely our
really
most vulgar
vulgar
one.
tonight, isn't it?
Why isn't this turning like
Raise your hands like you just don't give a.
a? Wait, not my hand. Oh my God, what the heck's going on? I'm playing this game, man, and it's just not cooperating. There
Well,
we
if you
go.
play the game correctly and not suck at it, you wouldn't have that issue.
You know what? Let's go on to our next topic.
Oh, well, you know what? The next topic is the new Ratchet and Clank game that's coming out for PS4.
And I'll be honest, listeners, I've never played a Ratchet game. I never had a desire to. But he sent me a link about 10 minutes before we started this of the trailer for it, and he was not lying when he told me that it looked like almost like a Pixar Disney animated feature, and it looks really really good and it
It's
looks cool.
okay. If any of our listeners are huge Ratchet and Clank fans, if you played the originals, which I did, I played the first three, and I loved. The third one was okay, but I loved the first and second one. I have them. I have the entire HD trilogy on my Vita actually, and they play great on the Vita. But I digress.
Mhm.
Um, I saw the trailer for the new Ratchet and Clank on PS4,
Yeah,
and I'm not a big graphics guy. I'm gameplay over graphics, but the graphics are so beautiful. It literally does look like a movie made by Pixar. Like
yeah,
even the gameplay does. Like the gameplay looks that I saw the little clips of gameplay in it looked solid. They were
yeah.
beautiful. They looked just almost the same as the like cutscenes I saw. Like it was like I was blown away. I could not believe this was on a PS4. Like I was like, what? Like what? I don't even care if it's not realistic. It just looks that good. And it gets me extremely excited to own a PS4 to play Ratchet and Clank once again because not only is it a retelling of the original, especially with the movie coming out next year, but not only will it get new fans and returning fans, but like Ratchet and Clank is only on PlayStation. It's Ratchet and Clank. Do you need
I
more reasons? Actually, yes, you do. It's a great 3D platformer. The guns in it are quirky and neat as hell. Like, I mean, like, they're just cool. Like, the trailer actually had a gun where he was shooting it, and it, like, shot this digitizing, like, circle. And when you hit the enemies with it, they digitize. Like, they became digital pixels. It was cool looking. And, like, if you've ever played a Ratchet and Clank game, it's got some goofy weapons, but they're all very... I don't know, very explosive, obnoxious, and just ridiculous. And I think that's what helped Insomniac with Sunset Overdrive is not only were they not, since they weren't making a kid-friendly game, they were allowed to take it a step further. So
yeah.
I think all the people who got to play Sunset Overdrive on the Xbox One got a true treat with the weapons because of how out there Insomniac went.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have any personal experience with Ratchet and Clank, so I mean, I might, depending on like what the reviews are and if I see gameplay or maybe even
Oh,
try it out a little
forgot to
bit.
mention. Sorry to interrupt you. If I remember correctly, Insomniac or Sony or one of them or both said that the game, I think, when it first comes out, it's only going to be like 40 or 50 bucks.
Hmm.
Yeah, instead of a full $60 price tag, only 40 bucks. Which also reminds me that Tearaway, which was a PlayStation Vita game, it was honestly one of the best Vita games on the handheld, is getting that basically a version specifically made for the PS4. That got a release date. I forget the exact date, but it comes out in September of this year, and it's only going to have a $40 price tag on it as well.
Hmm.
So if you've never owned a Vita, but you were interested in titles like that, and or just goofy, or like even like Media Molecule, the game developer, because I like the Little Big Planet series. Check it out, especially for $40. I mean, it's a great game.
Huh.
I loved it. I got on the Vita, great, lovable game. It was a very creative game,
Yeah.
very imaginative. It really used a lot of the features of the Vita. Like, I was impressed. I was like, wow, they actually took things that the Vita could do and made them worthwhile.
Yeah.
And for, I mean, and I got all the trophies in that game. I mean, yeah, it was easy, but I platinum, but it was easy. So
There's a lot of games you've platinumed.
I've only platinum 4.
Yeah, and one of them happens to be Bloodborne.
No, I don't have it platinum yet. I'm close. I have
Oh
one more.
yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Because you can't do it because you find it irritating.
It's so tedious to get to the bottom of the Chalice dungeons to fight that fucking queen, to beat her. It's just, it's so time consuming, and I don't feel like doing it. But I really should. Maybe, you know what? Maybe after Dark Souls 2, maybe I should do it. Maybe I should suck it up and do it.
Yeah, you should just suck it up and do it because that's
I
all
want that platinum. I want it so bad because once the expansion for Bloodborne comes out, that platinum is gonna not mean anything.
Exactly. So at least
That's
you
what
can
they
say
did to my Far Cry 4. Far Cry 4, where you go to my trophy list and it says I only have like 80% because of the DLC, like the Yeti DLC.
Yeah.
Like the main game, I have 100% platinum. But you only see it when you click on it because it shows the game and then it shows the DLC. But if you just look at it, it says I don't have everything. I'm like, fuck you, Ubisoft.
Oh, you got a platinum? Oh, not no more. You don't.
It's still there, but it's only for the main game.
Right.
And so it doesn't look like I have it.
At least, I actually showed my cousin Bloodborne last night since you've kind of got me into it a little bit.
Oh, dude, we're gonna play Bloodborne the next time you're in the mood for it because I wanna. When I join your world, since that update allows any level to join your friends' worlds with the same password. Your world makes me feel like a god. So, destroying a boss within 5 to 8 hits makes me happy.
Yes,
Extremely
it makes me happy too.
You're like, yeah, because I don't have to do anything. I just have to sit back and
Exactly, pretty much.
So you get to. It's like a movie now.
Exactly, that's right up my alley, man. I love me some movies. I've got like over 400 of them just on Blu-ray.
But I digress. It's getting late. We probably should let our listeners go because
I agree. They're probably bored and
they're probably like, this has been the shittiest episode they have put out. I mean, it's only the 3rd one, but man, they suck ass tonight.
Exactly, they stink.
Well, hopefully next episode next week we will do better.
Yeah, hopefully.
I hope to. Knock on wood.
Yes, more interesting things.
If you didn't hear, if you can't hear that, there you go.
He's not really hitting on his dick. He's just hitting on his table. But no, man, it was fun tonight. We probably could have talked about some other more interesting things, but hey, you can't have winners all the time, and
yeah, we can't always have a good night, guys. We're human.
And if we did good, I mean, that's cool too. We're just hard on ourselves.
Give us a high five or a thumbs up or something, please.
Yeah, or
say in the comments that we either suck or are good.
If you say we suck, we know that you really mean we're just awesome. So
yeah, you're just jealous.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll take it in a positive way, no matter what.
Exactly, because someone listened.
Yeah, because you're the one who listened, so you're to blame.
So you are the winner.
Maybe we should stop making fun of our listeners. Maybe
I'm not making fun. I'm being legit.
Maybe I should shut up then.
Yeah, you just dug yourself in a hole. Everyone's like, "Man, Jacob's cool and Austin sucks."
Yeah, I'm an asshole.
Yes, you are. I mean, no, you're not.
But before we go, guys, good news is that we are on iTunes. I forgot. I was trying to make sure that we were on it last episode, but I didn't say that we were because I had to double check. We are on iTunes. Our first 2 episodes are on there. This 3rd one should be on there tonight or tomorrow. If you want to look us up on iTunes, if you're using the program, just go to the iTunes store and search Gamer Bullshit, like the way we spell it. The I is missing with an underscore. And you should be able to find us. It's the same icon as our Shout Engine
Same little
page.
shitty icon.
Yeah, the one-eyed monster with headphones. Yeah, that's
It's
us.
like Mike Wazowski's retarded cousin.
So yeah, so you can download us for free on iTunes, and if you don't have iTunes, you can find it on iTunes by going to our Shout Engine page at Gamer Bullshit. And
At the corner of the episode, you just hit the iTunes button and it'll take you right to it.
yeah, and if you also if you want to hear news about what's going on with the podcast, or if we're doing one, or if one's not happening, if anything
Thumbs
drastic,
up.
or yes, anything comes up, follow us on Twitter at Gamer Bullshit. With, once again, it's all lowercase, or is it lowercase? Yeah, you can put it at
You can put it
Gamer
in either
Bullshit.
way.
It's all lowercase, but the I is missing with an underscore.
Exactly.
And I think that's it. Oh, and if you find our podcast on Twitter, you can follow either of us on Twitter as well. We're both on there.
Yep.
You can bother us, I guess.
Yeah.
Yell at us,
I
like
about
us,
yelled.
kick us in the balls. Okay, maybe not that last one.
I like it when it hurts. Ugh.
Oh well. And one last thing, Jacob. You said doing something about YouTube. Are you still trying that out or no?
Yeah, I am still trying to figure it out. The way, I don't know if it's just my crappy programs or what, but the way I'm wanting to at least try to put our recordings of us on YouTube, just for a broader audience. I've not had the best of luck, because it's, I guess, either the programs I'm using, it says like, oh, this isn't a certain file, and I don't know how to transfer that. So I'm trying to work on that. If anything new comes up with that, if you guys would be interested in us being on YouTube as well, even if it's just audio, I know some people do that, some people don't, just let us know. And if you have any suggestions, send it our way through Twitter, either whether it be Gamer Bullshit's Twitter or my Twitter or Austin's Twitter. I'm up for doing anything to expand us, and
Yeah, we want feedback. We don't we appreciate the listens, we really do, but we also want to hear what you guys have to say, because we're just curious, what we can work on.
exactly, we want the feedback. We don't care if it's negative, positive. It's just something to improve upon us. If you like something, tell us so we know what's good.
Trust me,
We have no clue.
well, that, and also no hard feelings. We're gonna take it. You're
We're
not gonna
gonna
make me cry in a corner.
Yeah, trust me. I've cried in a corner over many things. I mean, over nothing. And
if you do try, I highly doubt it'll happen. So please, just, try. I dare you.
Yeah, it's fun. But if any of you have suggestions about that, or if you're like, well, why are you putting audio on YouTube? I don't know why I'm putting on audio on YouTube. I just want to try it. But it could eventually come to video. You never know. I like to expand into different things. I know Austin's up for almost anything. So I mean, whoa, my Play-Doh mo just fell. But anyway, I'm just trying to expand us a little bit. And if you enjoy this, share us with people. I mean, we don't really care either way. I mean, if one person's listening, that's more than enough for us to,
to continue on.
It's one person,
Because, like we said, we're doing this for a side project. This is for fun.
Yep.
And we enjoy doing it.
Yep,
So,
pretty much.
But I think that's all we got. So yeah, just follow, find us on Shout Engine, Twitter, or iTunes, and there you go. We're on there.
All right. Until the next shit that comes out of our mouth.